This is the story of my life. Ever since I graduated from school, life hasn't been fair with me. It has been very difficult to cope with. I even went for job hunting several times, but caught nothing. Life was so unfair to me that I almost cursed the day I was born, and even sometimes I wished I was never born. Oh, how unfair life could be. It gets frustrating the more as the day passes by. I can't imagine myself a first class graduate being stranded. So I start to hustle for survival, clearing people's farmland and building sites. I never loved the job. I hated it, but I just have to do it, just to put food on my table, hoping for a better days ahead. I also moved on to becoming a serviceman for bricklayers. I will miss cement and salt for them and serve them. The work is quite stressful, but I just have to do it so that I won't be stranded. I also pack blocks for them, and sometimes the locations of the blocks to the building site is quite far, so I would have to wrap my shirt on my head so that I won't feel the pain too much. This was not the plan for my life, but the economy has changed it, so I thought. And there was this particular bricklayer I worked with who was just annoying. He keeps complaining every single time. In everything I do, he always finds fault. It makes me feel less of a man, makes me feel that I'm very lazy and I can't make it in life. He will complain every now and then, insult me, but I just have to take all the insult and count it to be nothing, so that at the end of the day I can be paid successfully. But the man's annoyance and anger at me all the time got me so frustrated that I was unable to take it anymore, that after that day I went to look for another job. I applied in several places, but just as the usual, rejection. No one was willing to give me a job. They all said I'm not qualified enough, despite my good grades in academics. They all find a reason to counter my application and make me feel less worthy of the job. And I got so frustrated. Even at this point, I don't just know what to do and even the decision to make. But one thing is certain is that I can't go back to those my mania jobs. The abuse and the insult is too much, and the pay is too little. I feel so frustrated, and I feel like the whole world is against me. All I have to do now is just to sit down and think of something creative to come up with. So I come up with a plan, something I feel can change my life, and I stood up and went for it. And I went to church to pray, because prayer was the plan, and I guess it was my only hope at this point, because I've tried everything by strength and I was unable to prevail. I've tried all my might, all my skill, but yet to no avail. I can't expect and explain how a first-class graduate will be stranded and going for job hunting all his life and can't find even one, even if it's just for a moment to manage it. So it seems to me that it was no longer ordinary and that there was something behind it. So I went to the altar of God and cried before God that He may look upon me with mercy. I prayed and I prayed and I cried. I was so intentional and desperate for a change. I prayed like Anna did, so desperate until God came through for me. And suddenly I fell into a trance. It was like a vision. I saw myself in a bush, like a forest. I was all alone there, trying to figure out a way and to maintain a path for myself. And I was so frustrated even inside the forest, and I looked like someone that was lost. Suddenly, I start to hear some strange sound in the forest. I was so scared. Then I saw a man, like a wizard, holding my certificate in his hands, tied with a red cloth. So out of desperation, I decided to go take it from his hands by force. But when I tried, something struck me back. Suddenly, I stood up and I knew that indeed it was not ordinary. The situations of my life has been orchestrated by a demon, and it's high time I stood up and rise in prayers. It was never the fault of the economy, but it was a devil in charge, and it's a call for a spiritual warfare. So I stood up and began to blast in other tongues.